Now we are going to work some more on our enrollment views and on actually creating and editing reviews. Okay, so here is our enrollments list, and we're going to make it, first of all, look a bit better. So we go to our code, we have our user. Let's add a nice sign like FA user. And for course also, it's going to be FA graduation cap, like this. Then we are also going to see the ID of the enrollment. Let's make it visible. Okay. Next, we're going to add links to the course and links to the user. Okay, there was an error. So yes, because I did not add a link to. Okay. Next, we're going to add the date of the enrollment. So when the enrollment was created. So we'll put it somewhere on the beginning. A new table header. FA time. Is there something like this? Maybe clock. Okay. And the sign of enrollment. Something like log open. Okay, so we'll have the time when the course was bought. Enrollment created at. And we're going to make this look a bit nicer. So we'll add the strf time method. Like this. Okay, now I misspelled something. strf time. Okay, now we can also add the hours when it was done. So H and M, is it correct? Yes, it is. So we have the date and the time. Okay. Now we'll rearrange it a bit. So we'll have first that the user bought a course. So user bought course. Okay. Next we'll have the price for which the user bought the course. We'll also add a nice sign. So let it be font awesome $sign. Okay, bought the course. Then we'll have the date of when the user actually rated the course, so when this was updated. So something like a reviewed on. And here we're going to have the enrollment updated at. And we're also going to copy the strf time. Now we don't have a connection. Let's restart our server. Quite strange. Okay, so after refreshing the page, it worked. Now we have our enrollments. We have the user, the date when the course was bought, the date when the course was reviewed, but we are going to keep it blank unless we have a rating or a review. So we will add some code like this. If enrollment rating present, we're going to show this date. Now it's an if. Okay, so we're going to show the reviewed on, meaning the updated on, only if we have a rating or a review in the system. Now there is not going to be a show, there's going to be a see review, and not an edit button, but a review button. So add review. Okay. And the destroy button is going to totally delete the review and the enrollment. So it's going to be a delete enrollment button. Okay. Now let's add some font awesome icons for these three fields. So on reviewed, we'll have font awesome also clock. But we're going to change the color. We're going to have a warning color that looks like gold. So it's going to be text warning and looks like gold. Okay, then for rating, it's going to be a star. And for review, it's going to be a comment. Okay, looks fine. Now, any user in the application is going to be able to see public reviews. So here's how a review looks at the moment, and it's not very nice. We're going to change it. So we're going to our enrollments show action, and here we're going to add a view for a review. So as usual, we're going to create a partial for enrollment. And in our show view, we're going to delete everything, and we're just going to render this partial. So we're going to render enrollment, and the enrollment is going to be the enrollment. Okay, so we're rendering an empty page that we've just created, and now in this enrollment card, we are going to add the view. So we're going to create a card. There's going to be a card header, and in the card header, we're going to have the information on about the user. So FA user who left this review. Now, so we're going to have a link to the user. Okay, let's see if we have anything. So already we have a card and we see a user, and we can go to this user's page. Okay, next we're going to have the time when this review was added. So we're going to have a clock, and we're going to use the time ago in words method. So enrollment updated at. So we see that the enrollment was updated 22 minutes ago. Okay, and we're going to also add the information on which course this enrollment belongs to. So we're using the gradation cap favicon, and we're going to have a link to the enrollment course. Enrollment course, and it's going to be the course path. Okay, it works. And then we're going to have a card body. And in this card body, we're going to have the content. So we're going to have the enrollment review and enrollment rating. Now, as we see, these fields are empty now. Let's actually populate them for one of our fields. So we can't do it for this one. We can't do it for this one. Now we will have this user buy a course. So he's going to buy this course. Okay. And he's going to leave a review. So a rating can be, let's say, 4 and review good enough. Okay. So we see the 4 stars and the good enough text. Now let's make it look a bit better. So we will add again font awesome star for the rating, and it's going to be yellow, so text warning. Okay, we have a star. Let's make the rating bold. And we are going to add a comment sign here without the text warning. So we have the star and we have the comment. Okay. Let's actually make the text smaller. Okay, and now let's add some links. So if the current user is the one to whom this comment, this enrollment, this rating belongs, then he'll be able to have links to edit it. So we'll have a card footer, and there will be a link. Let's see if it works. So the link to edit the review does work, but we're going to make it visible only if there is a policy to edit this enrollment. If policy enrollment edit, this will be visible so that other users don't see the button to edit this review. Okay, and we're going to make it visible only if we have a current user. Now we are going to make this visible only if current user, because we're also going to render the enrollment reviews on our index page. And actually, to have our understanding better, we're going to rename this from enrollment to review. Or actually not, it might only confuse us. So enrollment in enrollments. Okay. So here we have our review page. And here we're going to have the star for the review, the comment, and the user who created the review will be able to edit it. And here is the index of all enrollments where the admin will see all the reviews, all the ratings for each course by each user. And he will be able to modify something on his side based on the policies. Now we will also make this look not like editing enrollment, but adding a review. So we're going to enrollments edit. And here we're going to make it look like add a review. Okay. Now a user is going to be able to add a review from 1 to 5 stars. And for this, we're going to use our simple form. So we're going to our form and we're going to input rating with the collection from 1 to 5. Let's see. Okay, so we can select from 1 to 5, and they're going to do it as radio buttons. Okay, so we can select a rating from 1 to 5. And now the show and back actions are slightly misleading, so we're going to change them. So we're going back to edit, and we're going to have it as show review. Okay. And the back leads us to all enrollments. Now we don't want that. We are going to make a back to course button. And it's going to lead to course path, enrollment.course. Okay, so either to look at it, let's try looking at another review. Let's say 11, it's empty. Or we can go back to the course. So in this lesson, we worked on styling our enrollment views and turning our edit action into an add review action. Thank you.